Hello, I'm Teresa from the Calligraphy Zen. Chinese calligraphy is listed as an intangible cultural heritage of the world by UN in 2009, and our mission is to build a top platform for beginners around the world to learn Chinese calligraphy. We want to emphasize the wellness aspect of Chinese calligraphy to respond to identity crisis, anxiety, and tapping into the wellness economy. The unique opportunity we identify responds to a very promising niche market at the intersection of number one, overseas Chinese seeking to understand their cultural identity, and number two, people who would like to practice mindfulness, and number three, the rising trend of online learning. Indeed, the global market trend is that the digital learning is on the rise, with North America being the fastest growing market. By the year 2026, the revenue of online educational platform is at $1 trillion USD. In terms of course topics, after COVID-19, the most sought-after courses are personal growth, business, and art design. We have studied some online learning platforms that offer Chinese calligraphy courses, such as Domestika, Skillshare, Udemy, and Obi, etc., and some local ones in Taiwan, like Hahao and Yota. Our observation is that the SaaS business model allows for better quality control and more consistent brand experience. Our brand positioning is youthful, interactive, and lively, diversified, international, and high quality. In short, we make it fun and easy for overseas Chinese students, art and craft lovers, and tourists. Our platform incorporates three special designs in response to our TA's pain points. Number one, bite-sized contents are curated so the traditionally abstract pedagogy can be easily understood. Number two, the calming interface redirects attention away from stressful daily hustle-bustle. And number three, the e-learning on the go make it easier for the learners to incorporate it into their busy lives. So the unfair advantage that we have in Taiwan is a generation of extremely well-qualified expert calligraphers who were trained in traditional Chinese characters, and number two, whose cultural experience has continuity because they didn't suffer from Cultural Revolution. And number three, we have the access to a cream of the crop artifacts in the National Palace Museum. But why should these experts calligraphers help us build our brand? Well, because we will solve a very real problem for them. The reality is that one major indicator of expertise is if a calligrapher has been invited to do exhibitions in China. So now, does that mean the market for Chinese calligraphy is bigger in China? We claim to keep the expert calligraphers at home by helping them to get more students from the entire world and not only China, and not only limited to Chinese speakers. We do four things to complement our digital platform as to promote the brand and also to earn income. Number one is the short content, video contents. Number two is the offline workshops. Number three, live stream workshops. Number four, cultural day trips. What this platform will do for the expert calligraphers are three things. Number one, give them more exposure. Number two, help them with content creation and digitizing their services. And number three, we create higher value for their craft. The learning platform will be people's first stop in learning Chinese calligraphy. It will act as a private digital calligraphy tutor and help to prepare the students to increase learning interest and technique so as to prepare the students for more advanced lessons. Leading up to the digital platform, and our revenue model include experts calligraphy agency, helping them to build contents with SOPs and standard filming apparatus, offline and online workshops, training teachers to facilitate these workshops, and also cultural day trips. More specifically, we have developed SOP, standard procedure for filming digital content, which will feed into our website, social media, and the learning platform, which is the app. As the first point of contact, we have a short, free live stream workshops, which will help us gain a following and then test out our gamified new activities. Curriculum developed in the live streams will be expanded into paid courses as well. Two kinds of offline workshops can be part of cultural day trips and point of collaboration with art studios, educational institutions, wellness studios, and even corporate staff training. Cultural day trips will be a unique way to get revenue, serve as a point of contact with local experts, and also create content to feed into our social media for branding. Just very quickly go through that. What we have done so far in terms of filming apparatus here. This is our video contents. Also the live stream workshop experience. Here's some example in our offline workshops. Number 1 is a more cultural experience, and number 2 is more mindful practice. We also have upcoming day trip planned for October 17 in Lugang. Now the main dish and the highlight of our business is the app, a digital learning platform for which we now have a mock-up. You can scan the QR code to play with the mock-up. First, when you log in, you are filtered by interest. We will recommend to you content according to your filter. You can share and see artworks by others, and will also be text to categorize and help you learn more about a particular artwork. The lesson plans are like roadmaps for different challenges. This is a game, for example, where you can match standard scripts with oracle scripts of the same character. After you complete a challenge, you will gain reward points which you may use towards cultural day trips or higher level functions or discounts for courses. We also recommend courses and teachers to you according to what you spend most of your screen time on. We only recommend 1 or 2 teachers or courses at a time to ensure the unique value of each teacher. To help train students become familiar with basic techniques, we will substitute what traditionally is the job of a teaching assistant, and we will use AI core technology to give students instant feedback and on obvious mistakes on brush maneuvering. For example, the eel strokes. With AI, artificial intelligence, we can build databases to identify 2 kinds of bad strokes. We will develop more in the future with proper funding. Lastly, we worked out our plan and priorities for developing the launching of our various products and services in this slide, with workshops, content, and day trips being the first things to develop, followed by teacher training, and lastly, the app. Our estimated income statement and balance sheets indicates that we will not only break even in year 3, but we will grow to 10 times more than what we have started. To accelerate the process, our fundraising goal for the first 2 years is 5.8 million NT dollars. With that funding, we will produce content to establish a firm brand image with 50,000 in mailing lists, launch an offline workshop collaborations, and cultural day trips, as well as app development. Now is the perfect timing to invest, especially when China has just banned privatization on education, which translates into more opportunity for Taiwan to capitalize on the teaching of Chinese calligraphy. Now let's make learning Chinese calligraphy fun, easy, and relaxing for everyone. Thank you very much.